Welcome to Dota Minus, better than Dota Plus, and it's free. Today is November 15th. Yeah, today's the 15th, 2021, a Thursday. How's your post hump day, everyone? Today is the day after Wednesday, which is a Thursday, which is what I just said. With me, I just edited the next Arkosh video. It's still not out yet. It might be out this wait. It's not a Thursday, it's a Monday. Oh my god. So my mistake for copying and pasting last episode's Google Docs information here. I knew that it was wrong. Today's Monday. Today's Monday, everyone. Was something that was saga, eh, Garfield? Alright, so where were we? Um Oh yeah, so new Arkosh video is coming this Friday. It's going to be really fucking good. I'm really proud of it so far. It's only a few minutes long at the moment, but that's the thing with editing content, especially with subtitles and making it good. It takes a lot of work into it. It takes a lot of time. And it's nice. I'm having a lot of fun. I just want to get it done at least by tomorrow or the day after. And speaking of tomorrow and the day after, um so there's this new Gacha game that I mentioned. It's called Nike, the Goddess of Victory. Nikke, the Goddess of Victory. There's going to be a global release. It's a Korean one. I know most of you do not give a shit about it, but it's something to talk about because the last time, 2 episodes ago, it was fucking dog shit. It was awful. Let's see here. Um, Nike, the Goddess of Victory release date. What was it? December 4th? For Destiny Child. So yeah, they made Destiny Child. I have no idea what it is. I thought it was gonna be like Girls Frontline, but Girls Frontline is like way too convoluted now. I don't like it anymore. And I also played, let's see, yeah, just the Konosuba one too, which I really enjoy. It's very, very nice. But in this case though, gotcha games or like microtransactions in general, is that a good thing to talk about, right? At least it isn't like crypto or NFTs, because I just feel like other people are being like, we are a crypto or slash NFT podcast oriented, and it's like making calls, making shots of like, oh yeah, buy high, sell low, buy cum coin and dump it into shitcoin, Dogecoin, Catcoin, whatever it is. I'm not intelligent enough to invest my time and energy into any of them, because the only the only things I've ever done with like stocks, crypto and shit is putting $20 into my E-Trade account and it's still fucking there after all these months. There's a lot of buttons, a lot of numbers. It's way too complicated for me. I should do it for the sake of my future, because I just can't have money in the bank account and be like, yep, you know what? This is gonna last me for the rest of my life. I gotta invest. I gotta put in something, maybe hit the lottery, hopefully open up, a few franchise stores and have my assistant manager just steal everything from me, underneath my nose. That'd be a good way to go out. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited. There's gonna be more news on the 17th. So if you do, listen to this, hopefully you'll be playing it as well, because I'll be playing the fuck out of it, because there's only the Korean slash Japanese version of the game. Global, the English translation is gonna be pretty great. Yeah. I should have knocked out this podcast way earlier in the day, but I was just way too motivated to edit, so I just edited for a few hours, got some shit done, and now I'm here because I was kind of bored and didn't know what to do. I was actually gonna go wash up because I'm a stinking pile of dog shit, but might as well do this podcast filthily like the rest of you, the rest of you unwashed masses right in front of me, right? Right. It's over 100 of you that's listened to my voice at least once. The best thing part about analytics is like, I like to see the analytics of Dota Minds just to see how shit, it's gonna be. But a friend of mine, she said, hey, look at your stats, you're doing pretty okay, like, I know some of you guys listen to me at this point, which is quite nice. But what's a good thing to talk about anyway? Besides just gotcha, crypto, or any of that shit? Because microtransaction. Let me write that down. Okay. Wait, crypto. micro because I don't want to lose this topic when I'm talking. So this is having a very blaring white Google Docs sheet in the dark of my room is a really good way to straighten my eyes, but at the same time, keep topic and tabs of everything here. All right, so like gacha games, microtransaction. That's a good way to do it in here. So with microtransactions, what is a good line, right? Because as an avid gacha player, as an avid Dota player, I've spent well over $2,000 in Dota ever since I started playing in 2014. Is it worth it? Is it worth every single penny and time of my life? Yes, it was. And I want the new damn battle pass to be out so I could sink a few $100s into it. Take my money, Gaben. I take the money I don't have and I'll max out all my credit cards. You know, that's the best way to go about it, for sure. So when it comes down to like video games, I'm sure everyone's consensus is like this. When I'm playing a game, I want to make sure that there's no, pay to win, like pay to proceed, pay to advance, or like any of that bullshit, right? Like even Dota, it's like, oh, if you buy Dota Plus, you get this extra GPM in your game. You'd be like, what the fuck? That is completely fucked up. But some games do actually have that, but it's like hidden, Not that, it's very, very discreet. I mean, I can't name any games, right? I can't name any games that does it, off the top of my head. But I'm sure they do exist, right? Mobile games kind of do this, where if you buy the pass, you get, extra bonus, right? I'm sure they do. There's a shit ton of them out there that they're just cash cows. But with gacha, it's like some gachas are very, very generous. I do believe something 7, 7 up my ass is really generous with the drops and the units you get, and how like the super rare units you actually do get them, or you at least have the choice of the one that you want / main or meta, depending on how you play it. But essentially, any money towards the game goes towards the development, right? Of course, no shit, right? But you have some people going completely of like anti-loot box or like anti-microtransactions that has no place, in the game, but like, or all, it has no place with like video games in general, but it's like, it should exist, right? It shouldn't be completely wiped out. Like, you have subscriptions, you have other shit to pay for. It's just that fine line of, pay to progress or like pay to win mechanics. Cause, one very, very big Korean mobile game, was it? I think it was it's a mobile game. It wasn't really an MMO. It's like a pocket MMO. It wasn't called Aeon Strive. That's an old one. Anyways, but with that game, basically the more money you put into it, the more, the better you're gonna be at. I mean, no shit, right? You put money into the game, you might get some good ass shit. But that's the main difference between like, the culture here in the West and then the culture here in the East, where the more money you put into it, it's like a sign of respect, like that prestige, like, oh my god, this person is ranked number 1 in this game, and he's that dedicated, playing 26 hours a day and spending half of his monthly salary on it. It's true, right? Like, if you're in the same, like, the same, like, how should I say this? The same posse, the same group within that subculture, it's gonna be like, holy shit, man, right? It's like, I guess in similar, it's like, in ranked Dota, if you meet, like, a micro celebrity in game or something, like, holy shit, it's Slacks, big fan. And then you continue to just snipe his games and have him flame you and ban you from Twitch chat. There's a little things like that, right? But it's such a weird cultural divide, right? To where we're very comfortable with like PCs and gaming on it. When like in Korea, Japan, China, I do know China is definitely really, really big on mobile gaming. It's very, very popular there. Hell, even in Southeast Asia with the pocket MOBAs, right? Like Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, or some shit like that. I remember Caps and Slacks talking about it, so I remember that being my brain decided to make that a very important note to remember for some reason. So yeah, there it is. I mean, it makes a shit ton of money, right? If you have a market in China, you're gonna make a decent amount of money. But you just gotta make sure that you have all of China's very strict regulations down to the T. But then again, now they have a video game limit for young kids, so I don't know how their esports scene is gonna like be affected. Holy shit, man! Because when I was a kid, I would play a shit ton of games like for hours long on end when my parents were at work. Right, those long 18-hour days to where you don't like take a shower, you just want to game, game, game. But at one point, you're like, you know what? Let me just like at least wash up. So you do like the bare minimum of like washing up just to like eat like half a bag of pizza rolls while you're getting ready to game more. Yeah, I miss those days. And as a kid, thinking that drinking energy drinks would like give me superpowers, which in a way it did. But I'm kind of glad that I was pretty much cold stoned of like drinking too many energy drinks as a kid. That reminds me of this like one kid at work where whenever he comes in, he buys like this one can of energy drink. But one look at him, you definitely know he's like very, very like awkward. Like he looks awkward and is socially awkward to where like I would like it's kind of amazing of how retail really shitty retail jobs have helped me with my social skills to where I couldn't talk to people in general to okay I can manage a small conversation to all right I'm pretty confident in myself with being able to carry a conversation and stand my ground and not be a pussy and like shit my pants with spaghetti falling out of my pockets. But there's a lot of people where if you just say like hi to them or something, they just kind of tense up, or like a small comment over like or compliment, right? Just like small casual compliments or like conversation, and they just like ignore you or like look down on the ground. I've seen that a lot. There's a lot of power making eye contact, which I've learned recently. By recently, I mean like a year or two ago. Thank God, to where if you shouldn't force yourself to make eye contact and make it awkward, but if you like look into someone's eyes, it's like you're being serious. It's one of the welcome to one of my life hacks, dudes. Just stare into people's eyes and hopefully all your problems will go away and that you won't be a creep, right? Yeah, I mean, goddamn, I remember being super fucking nervous talking to girls in middle school. I mean, there was this one there was this one super super hot like okay so this is gonna sound really weird but I was in 6th grade and she was in 8th grade, so this 8th grade grader, god I feel such a wrong saying that 8th grader was hot sounds so fucking upsetting to me. I really don't like saying it, but yeah, as a 6th grader though, I remember this 8th grader and I was like, oh, she's so pretty, I wish I could talk to her. But given the circumstances, is like we didn't have any classes, right? And even if I did see her, I would be just staring at her like a fucking gremlin. Then again, I was in middle school after all, right? And then that awkward phase, you finally like, kind of grow out of it. Next thing you know, you're in fucking high school, right? Freshman in high school. That very fucking boring for me. I mean, all I wanted to do was go home and play Dota. I do, I do remember one girl asking me if she wanted to hang out after school, and I was like, oh, sorry, I'm busy. But it's just me wanting to go home to play Dota. So, regrets. But not really, because, led to the path where I am now with being pretty okay at the game, right? And, I do remember in sophomore, man, I didn't have many friends in high school now I think about it. Like, I hung out with a group of people, but they were, like, potheads, right? And they would, bring me over to their house, which was, a neighborhood right to the school. And they actually, gave me my, first joint, smoking weed and shit, trying drugs. It was an experience, it was fun. It was like my very first time actually feeling that I was included in the group. But the more I stayed longer in there, the more I realized there really is no like future within it. All they think about is getting high, and that was pretty much it. The endless cycle. And then they went from just drinking. I mean, they would always drink, right? They would get high, and then afterwards they would just want to get a bigger buzz with their high, right? And then they got addicted to cigarettes. That's a different story entirely. Getting addicted to sickies. I do remember. So I'm not a I'm not a smoker. Okay. Okay. I thought of I remembered a really funny moment. So I'm not a smoker. I really don't smoke. I don't go out of my way to buy cigarettes and smoke them at all. However, it presented an opportunity for me if I was like out with my dad, for dinner, and then we go outside to like, have a smoke break. I'd probably could take a few puffs, right? And then that'll be the end of it. But the thing with nicotine addiction is that my friend described it in high school to where when you smoke that cigarette, you feel that little buzz in the back of your like head. You just feel that nice like, ooh, that relaxation, right? That's nicotine kicking in. It makes you like relax. It's a stress reliever. It's the main reason why very high stress jobs people smoke, right? I don't want to go for the nicotine. Sure, a stress reliever is pretty nice, but with me, I was this was the exact conversation I had with my friend. So I was going, yeah, sometimes it's like I just want to put something to my mouth, and I had like the my two fingers up as if I was smoking a cigarette, right? And he, and he was like, all right, first of all, don't don't say that. Second of all, it's called oral fixation, and I was like, oh yeah, shit, yeah, that's what I have. So instead of actually being addicted to nicotine, I have something called oral fixation. I want to like quote unquote like smoke something, as in like putting like maybe like a candy cigarette up to my lips and then like taking a puff, like just that motion, right? Because I just love smoking, which is really bad, right? And good thing I don't have any addictions, because I know a friend with an intense nicotine addiction. It's like even though he's quit for like a few years, it still like haunts him back. And which goes back to what nicotine addiction feels like, to where that small buzz that you wanted, now there's something itching in the back, and the only way to scratch that itch is to get the buzz again with a cigarette. And I mean, that comes full circle with that addiction. So thank God I don't have any of that, even though I did smoke a decent amount of like cigs a bit. That is, I didn't smoke too many cigs though. I know I smoked shit ton of weed, but yeah, that was my time in life, where in high school, oh man, it's kind of depressing in one way or another. I didn't have any friends. I just did drugs with people, did drugs. But I do remember one moment in sophomore year where there was a huge party at that house, and then for for some reason, two really hot like senior girls, they're definitely like 17, 18, or 19, and I was like a 15 or 16-year-old kid. And then they just like kissed me on the cheek, like one brunette, one blonde girl, just smooch right on my cheek, and I was like, all right, shit, okay, this is where my peak of my time with women are, huh? And yeah, I was back then. I was right, with me, just I don't really go after like girls in general, and it's just rather keep to myself, right? Just play Dota, grind it out, and hopefully I'll be able to meet someone, you know. Fingers crossed. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Hee hee. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, fucking Cap is streaming right now. Did they win or lose? Let me check here. They lost, unfortunately. Oh, they had a Medusa with 2 ultimate orbs pretty early on. That is quite unfortunate, Cappy. I mean, they're queuing right now, at least. At least they're having fun. Let me go back to my Google Docs. I don't want to get too debated again with not doing anything. So I did talk about crypto, microtransactions. Oh yeah, microtransactions. Like, I mean, there's a time and a place for like almost everything in this world, right? And microtransactions solve the line of a games company being able to make money, to make a profit so that they can stay afloat and survive, right? Then, I mean, that's more than enough of a point, right? Like, god motherfucking damn, man. God motherfucking damn. How long have we been doing this so far? 19 minutes, alright. That's already an improvement with just random shit to talk about. What is another good thing to talk about here? Let us proceed. Oh, Cap's solo queuing now. You know what's really sad? Ever since I played with Cap and Lyrical, it kind of makes me miss party queuing with friends years ago, and all of them just kind of like went off to their own thing. I kind of lost contact with them, or just they just stopped playing Dota, So yeah, I really do miss party queuing, and I've been also playing some ability draft on my main account, which takes forever, but the quality of games is like 50-50 at that point. When I play on my other account, it's like almost always dog shit, or that I just draft really well to where I just carry the entire game. Either or, you can't win. You really can't, you really can't win in life, can you? All right. Oh yeah, and Arcane. I watched the next 3 episodes, so that was 6 episodes, and let me tell you, it's really fucking good. I highly recommend it. And like I said, comparing Arcane and the Dota anime are apples to oranges. Dota, Dragon's Blood was literally like an experimental of, all right, we have this set amount of money. All right, let's cut that budget again with this amount of time, effort, and money. Let's try to make an anime. And if the first season succeeds, we'll put more resources into developing the second season, which is exactly what happened. The first season was received very, very well, to where we got a second book, and I hope we get 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. We need more Dota, like, media. It's fucking great. Um, then you have Arcane, which is like, all right, balls to the walls. Let's see how far we can take this thing, and like, the animation quality is, of course, much superior in Arcane rather than Dota. That's just how it's going to be, right? Because a lot of people want it to be like completely like superior. Wait, I gotta comment my Steam profile. This fucking bitch. Yeah, I got a back ban on my account, and then my friend just copy and pasted to how many days I've been banned. Yeah, so I've been banned for 1,228 days. Now that's a good story to talk about, right? Why I was back banned. Okay, so 1,229 days ago, my friends and I were playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and then you have to grind XP, right, to get better guns, better perks, better kill streaks, etc. And I was slowly grinding it out, game after game. Then one of my friends, he was like, "Yo, dude, just download Cheat Engine and do this, this, and this." And I looked at it and went, "Cheat Engine? It's not gonna get me like VAC ban or something?" And he's like, "Nah, dude, it's fine." I did it, and I wasn't banned. And I trusted him, because he's my friend, right? As you can see, that's what happened. I got a back ban because a friend told me to use it, and I trusted him, right? And now, my main account where I started off with Dota, where a majority of my games are, I've spent so much time and money on it, boom, I have that, mark on my permanent record. It's not like, my actual identity, just a fucking Steam account, right? It's not like I'm a sex offender or something. I don't show up on a record like that. But with this, it's just kind of like, it feels bad, man. I didn't want to get a back ban at all. But then again, there are some people who really want to get all the back bans, and that's pretty fucking funny. Seeing like people with like 8 back bans or something, where they deliberately use a cheat engine to get flagged. I know, I respect it. I respect that back grind. I really do. And where was I? Man, it really is. Once I go full throttle with a topic, I can just stick with it. But because I have no one else to talk to, and I'm kind of glad I don't, because when you involve one more person in something, it complicates things. It's like hosting a podcast is like crime, right? The moment you involve someone else in, it might just like fail, right? Because I could keep myself accountable by being like, all right, today's the day to make the podcast. Let's fucking go. And with crime, if I wanted to murder or steal something, if I have a partner in crime, they could rat me out, right? And I'd be fucked. In this case, yeah, I'm not fucked. It's just all on me. It's a podcast. But is there any Dota news anyway? I mean, there's a huge shuffle that happened, and DPC happening, right? Um, Arcane is okay. That's a good one. Arcane is amazing, but it's like Arcane Rune. That's pretty good. I'm gonna upvote that. Oh, Matumba Man leaves secret. Yeah. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah. See, I don't like this segment because I was just silent there for the past like few seconds, which is literally bad. I just need to literally get off of. See, yeah, I just did it again. I'm just like reading all these posts. Okay, I'm tabbing out here. Go here. Let's see. I already talked about the CS:GO major last time. Gacha, Arcane. Yeah, but Arcane's good. I really like it. Victor is one of my favorite characters, and he's a badass in game. And I think the new TFT set I just played today, because I was really like, wondering what it was, got a Victor, and I was like, holy shit! And everything looked like it was like Arcane inspired, you know. But yeah. I wonder if there's any other thoughts I want to just spill out for no fucking reason. I don't know. I'm drawing blanks. I guess I could go deeper with like other bullshit that I could talk about, but other than that, I think that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening, and go fuck yourselves, everyone. Bye bye.